Hi you guys, thanks for joining me. Today we are going to be making some Nyota inspired nails, Nyota by Popmart, more specifically the Growing Up by Your Way series. I absolutely love this series. I was super inspired by all of the scribbles and just creative details on the box. I just knew that I could create some really cool nails with these. I was also super excited because this is the first time I'm unboxing one of these Nyota figurines, so I'm super happy you're here. If you're interested in seeing how I created these with real colored pencils, just keep on watching. Okay, so starting off with some just normal almond Una Gela tips, I painted them completely opaque white, 2 shades of that, and then I went in with my Jodsone matte top coat. After making sure all of those were completely matte, I did have to go in and buff them again later on, but now I'm busting out those Crayola crayons and taking a look at the box to see which colors I need. There I am buffing it with just a normal buffing block. And here I am picking out some blues, some yellow, pink, black, and some green. Okay, so starting off with that star nail first, I'm going to need to color in my whole entire base with this black colored pencil. I did have run into some trouble with the actual application of the colored pencils. The nails do need to be completely matte with absolutely no ounce of shine or grittiness or anything. It has to be the perfect level in between rough, not too rough, where the colored pencils can still have some traction, but also not getting stuck on any of the dust. If you try it, please let me know your tips. And here I am just layering over some of those blues and the black just to make sure there's enough depth between all of these layers. And I'm not curing them in between, I'm just going in with the color pencils. Next, I am going to be making the actual Nyota doll. This will be the thumbnail. So I'm getting some blue in for that sky, green for the grass. And over here, this is about the time you'll see I really do have to go back in with that file. The regular buffing block just wasn't cutting it. Like I said, it has to be a little bit more rough than just the normal buffing block, but not too rough. Otherwise, you will see those, the harsh file lines on top of the nail afterwards. Next, I'm super excited to start off this striped boat nail. I'm going loosely over this nail with just some red colored pencil for the stripes, just as a rough sketch so I know where to paint them afterwards. For the pinky nail, I'm going to be doing a blue ombre, so the bottom will be more blue or around the edges, and then the center of the nail will be more white, so I can draw some bricks and do kind of like a cat design I had in mind for this one. So just making sure all of the surfaces are rough and just layering on that color pencil, slow and steady, just building it up. So here's what we have so far with all of our colored pencil background for our drawings. After this, I do want to go in and use some gel paints. So here I am getting ready for my color mixing. I'm going to be using the Jodsone, I forgot what it's called. This big pack of Jodsone colors. I absolutely love them. I love that green, love their butter yellow, even though I'm mixing it to make that star color. There's nothing I absolutely can't make, or I haven't been able to make with this specific color range. And here I am trying to shade match that star yellow perfectly for that middle finger here. I'm just going to go in and loosely make this star. It does kind of have some more rounded corners, so I'm not being super precise with this, going in with the dotting tool instead of a normal detail brush for this. And here I am taking a kind of like nudie peach color from that Jodsone collection to start making my Nyota doll. I will say that my specific Nyota came out a little bit more tan than maybe some of the ones I've seen in the actual Popmart store, but that's totally fine. She can be tan. Some representation. And here I am filling in her shirt and body being light blue and then going into a darker blue, and I will be adding in her red shoes later on. Over here I'm trying to create some depth with her arms, since the actual figurine she's leaning backwards. Then I'm taking some gray and I'm going in to make that brick pattern for our pinky nail before adding in our cat. And just because I feel like we lost some of that ombre with some of this brick pattern, I did go back in and outline the top of the brick with some darker blue. Now I am outlining the star with this orange color, or I mix some of that butter yellow with some orange to give a little bit more depth to the star and for it to look a little bit more like the one in the box. Getting some purple and some pink ready for this next nail. For this next one, I'm going to be drawing a purple crescent moon, keeping it very celestial and dreamy for this set. There we go with the more outlining of the stars. You'll see me pop back in with that nail every few moments and just add some layers so it's ultra 3D. As you can see, I'm getting ready for that red and white striped nail, the road themed, with the little boat. Here I am outlining those red colored pencil marks we made earlier and filling it in with some red gel. I absolutely love this red by Jodsone as well. Here I am adding in some of those sweater stitch marks to make it resemble the character a little bit more. And there I am popping back in with that yellow for an ultra 3D star, like I said. Okay, now it's time to get to work on my girl's hair. I'm going in with that butter yellow to make her blonde. I don't know why I struggled so much to it look, even though I put the hair on top of her, it still kind of looked like she was balding. So I had to go in with some bangs there. It still kind of looked like she was balding her head, just like a wig on top of her head. But whatever. Then here I am going with some white for her eyes, just opaque white. Looking back on this, I wish I could have done these a little bit different as well. They didn't fully encapsulate the Nyota aesthetic or art style, I guess I should say, the way I wanted it to, but it's okay. here I am filling in the little house on top of her head, red roof, and leaving some room there for a cat later on. Over here on our celestial moon nail, I'm adding in some clouds, a rainbow, and some raindrops, it looks like. Here we go again with that 3D star nail. Like I said, I did want it to be ultra 3D and kind of puffy. It didn't exactly turn out like that, but at the time when I had that in my head, it did take a while to make sure all of those levels of gel were cured in between. So that's why you keep seeing me go in between. I was artistically having some trouble with this moon nail. I liked these raindrops or teardrops, and then I also kind of didn't. Let me know what you think about them. And then this is a little bit out of order. Here I am drawing in the rainbow and whatnot again. Like I said a little bit earlier, I wasn't super sold on these, so I did take them off at one point and try redrawing them. Like I said, let me know what you think. They kind of stick out a little bit like a sore thumb to me, but there's also other blue, so I just kept it in. For this nail, like I said, we're adding in the cat and the clock on top of the roof. And here I am giving our girl some pupils and some eyelashes. She's so cute. And here I am going in with some 3D gel for our cat. So it really looks like he's coming out of that house. She already looks so stinking cute. Now here I am adding some details to the cat's face, like his eyes, nose, and his mouth. Here we are back to our star, adding some more of that 3D gel as well and spreading it out. And here you'll see me jumping back and forth between nails, just adding some small, minute details like some flowers, blades of grass, and small paintbrush strokes to just really sell that kind of sketchbook, rough-edged drawing like on the box artwork. Now getting into one of my favorite parts of the whole entire tutorial, which is this boat nail. I absolutely love it. I think it came out so cute. I love the contrast of the white and red, and just the way that the boat actually came out. Here you'll see me drawing with some white for the boat. Outlining everything we did in white with gray, just so that way it would show up a little bit better. Here you'll see me adding in also some finer details, which will be the flags. Here I'm starting off with a small yellow triangle. And here I am going in with that blue for the blue flag. Like I said earlier, I absolutely love the way this one came out. Here I am going back to our girl with the cat house on top of her head, just cleaning up some of those lines. And here I am doing the same thing here, just adding in some white highlights and finishing details. Here I am going with some butter yellow in the corner, just to add a cute little star. And that's our finished boat nail. Over here, I'm going to be going in with that white and blue ombre nail with the brick. And here I am going in with some of that clear 3D squeeze gel to form the 3D cat. that's all cured, I'm going in with some opaque white and coloring in the cat. And here I am going in with some 3D squeeze gel again before I, and making a heart before I go in and color it with red. Here I am going in with a detailed brush and some black gel paint to create the cat's face and covering in that 3D heart with some red like I said. Then I'm outlining the cat's head and then going back in with my detail brush just to polish up any imperfections. And here the lighting does change. This is now the next day, but I'm taking in that squeeze gel again and just picking out some rhinestones. I do want to add in a big yellow diamond star for that 3D nail like I said, and then just going over some of those other nails with black line work and details. I feel like it really made it come to life and just helped the box artwork translate onto nails a little bit more seamlessly. I love the way everything sparkles and how it all just looks really cohesive and like one art style now that we're finished. Alright, and here are the finished nails. Just to top them off, I am going to be going in with the best top coat of all time, the Koopa Gelfinity with the red cap. My absolute favorite gel top coat of all time. Makes everything look so glassy and delicious. Here I am sealing up our artwork and we're all done. And here are the completed nails in all their glory. Like I said, I absolutely love the way they came out. I feel like they all look super cohesive and they do truly just match all the different pops that I was trying to go for. I feel like we really hit the nail on the head. Here I am packing them all up in their little container one by one. And without further ado, let's get into this unboxing. Oh my gosh, we got the one Weeping High. I absolutely love her. She reminds me of this Hirona I already have that also has red rain boots. I feel like they're dating, they're just meant to be together. And here is her card. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching and for being here. It really means a lot. You taking the time out of your day to see my nail art. Check out my Instagram, my TikTok, and a couple more of my videos. I appreciate you so much. Bye-bye.